All right. Got it. Got it and done. All right, y'all. Peace and greetings to you all. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hassan Ghazio Bey here in Morocco at Northwestern Mexico. How are you? Guys, welcome to our Impromptu Improv Clock of Destiny Book 1. This is part 4. All right. We already went in on this is our 4th time. All righty. Coming on a Friday, so to speak, with this particular book by our beloved brother in whom well please, Charles Mosley Day, where there's a lot of negative publicity around the brother, you know, where people who weren't around at certain times will try to say that Prophet Noble Drali kicked him out of the temple. These things are just not only a Act 3 violation, at the same time, guys, it's got to come a time where we get out of the social engineering, right, and animal husbandry hypnosis that has been put on the people that have been misclassified Negro, Black, or colored. Those have been misclassified as African Americans, Native Indians, Native American Indians, and American Indians, or whatever. These misclassifications have allowed a huge disunity to take place where people are now taking advantage unfairly to themselves of what they think is their so-called religious freedom. When at the end of the day, we go back to the mindset pertaining to our ancient foremothers and forefathers. What better way to be religiously free than to know ye ancient Moorish zodiac constitution? But I get it. When you guys hear Moor, you hear Moorish. A lot of you guys are against it. You try to find ways to take charge of the situation due to your jealousy of Prophet Noble Drali. Coming in here, Buppy. You want to close the door behind you? So with that, let me get this door.
Fun,
because it's dead anyway. So with that being said, guys, all we got to do is just be realistic. I'm so grateful and thankful that we're able to come to you guys. Literally, we're on this Zoom or on someone's Zoom 7 days. Every day we're doing this. We're sharing this information. We are, you know, trusting that people are thankful and grateful for what we do and they donate to us. Thank you oh so much because, guys, this is our life doing this ministry. You know what I'm saying? We don't have any so-called packages for you to buy. You know, if there's any work that we've done and we've recorded it, yes, you can go to our website and be able to start taking, you know, those courses that we provide there. However, they are for your own edification. All righty, we just guide you through it by providing our own means of showing you our protocol and our approach in studying ourselves. All righty, while at the same time, you know, being universally giving and receiving. All right. So that's kind of where I wanted to start that with this today. And guys, I'm here with our magnificent and beloved brother in whom you're well pleased, and he is
Islam's Braveheart L, along with the East Side Disciples. You know, I got them here with me. But you know, in fashionable approach, bro. What was that appellation that we started out with? What was that?
Braveheart. Braveheart. All right, this is always fun, guys. Let's get right into it. We're not going to waste any time. Go right and share the screen here. All right, and we're going to do our invocation in term, the Moorish American prayer. All right. Boom, shakalaka, guys. We're going to extend all 5 appendages on the left hand, just the index and middle on the right. We're here on page 48, Moorish Holy Temple of Science, administrative functions. All right, we're going to do our invocation in term, the Moorish American prayer, as we see handsomely standing due guard on page 48 is Prophet Noble Drali and his Moorish Sharice Fez and Abba. And right there, guys, you can repeat after me or in ye heart when we go to hold up again. 5 on the left, 2 on the right, and our feet on a 45-degree angle as we face east. East is metaphysically symbolic to going within. And repeat after me either louder in the hearts. Islam.
Islam.
Islam. Allah, the Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth.
Truth.
Peace.
Peace.
Freedom.
Freedom.
And justice.
And justice.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector.
My guide.
My guide.
And my salvation.
And my salvation.
By night.
By night.
And by day.
And by day.
Through his holy prophet.
Through his holy prophet.
Noble Drew Ali.
Noble Drew Ali.
Amen. All righty, guys. We'll get into the first letter to be read in every meeting on pages 84 and 85 of the Moorish Holy Temple of Science Administrative Functions. And I yield the floor to our beloved brother in whom we're well pleased, Brother Sean Alinel, Islam.
Islam. The following is a letter written by Prophet Noble Drew Ali on the 18th day of January, 1928, Anno Domini. He commanded that it be read before every meeting. All right, it's from Administrative Functions, Moorish Science Temple of America, Home Office, 3603 Indiana Avenue. Noble Drew Ali, founder, Chicago, Illinois, January 18, 1929, to be proclaimed in every meeting. Dear brother Islam, I am glad to know that I have few faithful Moors among you all, and I desire for them to know the truth and the divine truth. There's a host of jealousy about me and the movement now by the same people of our side of the nation that claim it was only a joke and unreal. But now, since they have found out from the government officials and the nations of the earth that this is the only sole foundation that all Asiatics must depend upon for their earthly salvation as an American citizen, they are working every scheme that they can to disqualify me, so they themselves may take charge of the situation. I have notified all these things to you long ago in the past. It is through the faithful Moors that contribute to the movement and uplifting funds. The ones that pay their divine respect to me and the movement will be remembered. That is why I'm calling upon all faithful Moors to increase their faithfulness to me, your prophet, and your divine Moorish movement. I need finance and I need it bad. Never before have I needed finance as badly as I do at present, that I may shove aside the discord that is facing the nation. It all comes through jealousy because of my fame and nobility, quote unquote. The nations of the world will not recognize the movement without me, the prophet, being the head. It has been proven by my work in which I have performed in the last few months, because I was at the governor's inauguration to represent the Moorish Divine and National Movement, and I will be at the inauguration of President Hoover of the same cause, Noble Drew Ali.
Islam. Guys, we're going now to the Moorish literature excerpts from the Moorish Guide newspaper. Page 12, you see handsomely standing guard again in his Moorish shirties, fez, and abaz, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And on page 13, divine warning by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali warns, Prophet warns all Muslim governors ordered to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical agitating speeches while at work in their homes or on the streets and the internet. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the laws laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn their card and buttonsees, wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the prophet, Noble Drew Ali, and if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet, therefore, sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of the law to redeem his people from their sinful ways by order of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And we're going in, let's see, do I not have it up here? Interesting. Let's see, let's type in clock. Right? Boom, shakalaka. And here we are, guys, conception, where we're going to start. So just to recap real quick from the bottom, recap with no cap. Let's see what we got here or if. All right. Woman, know yourself. Peaceful greetings to the mothers out there, right? This is for you, right? This song is dedicated to all of the mothers out there. Here's this next jam.
For the mothers out there.
Yo, stop it, yo. You're hilarious, bro. It's like a skating rink. This next skating special is for all mothers All mothers skate. All mothers, right? Anyway,
This
woman.
time, the following is the secrets of the number 9. All right, I yield, bro.
Woman, know yourself. The following is the secrets of the number 9. Knowledge is the signs of knowledge of the signs of the zodiac. So knowledge pertaining to the 12 signs, pertaining to the zodiac, involving woman. It's always been about you. Some people will say whatever they say. You got people out here, you got comedians out here that try to speak on astrology, whatever. They're making jokes. Cool, no problem. I think it's amazing because anytime somebody takes the time to joke about you or anything you're tied to, you know what I mean? That's a super compliment, honestly. However, these are the secrets for woman and child. The secrets of the number 9 is important as the letters of the alphabet, which qualify them to read and write. So, knowledge pertaining to the zodiac qualifies you to know yourself, reading and writing yourself. And so that's why this is important. So, despite any negative publicity about astrology, at the end of the day, with the right mindset and comprehension and properly initiated, because I think those of us that are really into this are those of us that, did very well in previous lifetimes, no matter, what it was like. We did something pretty good, maybe pretty altruistic, and it allowed us to be those that can read and write what they term the heavens. But we can read and write these mathematical placements pertaining to the as above, so below energies. All righty. And, reading and writing the correspondence. It's what we will be properly saying in terms of our second hermetic principle, correspondence. All right. Since mentality is the first, right? The all is mental. All right. So, in normal fashion, as we do this, and I'm zooming, the way I'm zooming right now on the screen, I've been very mindful. I wanted to make sure that we're not covering the letters with the thumbnail in the top right-hand corner. So I'm kind of monitoring to make sure I don't go that far, right? And I trust that that's good enough right there. That might have been a little bit too much. Let me just slide a little bit. Maybe pull it back a little bit. Let's see. How are we looking there? Maybe that's good. All right. So, as usual, Brother Sean's going to do the reading, and I'm going to do my yeah, I'm serious type of ad-libbing, right? While I sip this agua del sol. I give support our beloved brother. Well, please, Brother Sean, we know Islam.
Son, why you say that? Yeah, mothers. Make sure y'all join Tupac University, a universally professional astrological community, because why? It's all about you, right? But let's get into this conception.
Word.
Right? Conception always occurs while the rays of the sun is in a certain sign of the zodiac, and the child is born 9 months later, while the rays of the sun is in another sign of the zodiac. For example, if conception occurs while the rays of the sun is in the sign of Aries between March 21st and April 19th, the child is born when the rays of the sun enters the sign Sagittarius between November 22nd and December 20th.
So that's why, people would be like, oh, I was born in March. I'm like, what day? Oh, March, they'll say whatever that the day is. Let's see, like March 19th or whatever. And I'd be like, oh, okay. So you were conceived at the end of June, beginning of July. That's stuff that's all just automatically in my head, but these things aren't complicated because I've committed within myself to being in harmony with our ancient foremothers and forefathers mindset. No bragging, just being honest about who I am. I yield the floor. Islam, bro.
If conception occurs while the sun is in the sign Taurus between April 20th and May 20th, The child is born when the sun enters the sign Capricorn between December 21st and January 18th.
And that's proper 273 degree gestation, anywhere from 270 to 273 degrees in the zodiac, which will be roughly 270 to 273 days, right, of gestation. I get it. Some people, are with child and they manifest children at 7 months, 8 months. I get that. This is typically when we're in harmony with nature, how things happen. I'm pretty sure if we were to check some of those that just seem to be a little early or whatever, I'm pretty sure what you'll see is, even pertaining to the date, pertaining to conception, as well as, the manifestation, you'll see some quote unquote anomalies there. I yield the floor, bro. Islam.
If conception occurs while the sun is in the sign Gemini between May 21st and June 21st, the child is born when the sun enters the sign Aquarius between January 19th and February 19th.
Islam, are you?
If conception occurs while the sun is in the sign Cancer between June 22nd and July 22nd, the child is born when the sun enters the sign Pisces between February 20th and March 20th. Mm-hmm. If conception occurs while the sun is in the sign Leo between July 23rd and August 23rd, the child is born when the sun enters the sign Aries between March 21st and April 19th.
Slow.
If conception occurs while the sun is in the sign Virgo between August 21st and September 23rd, the child is born when the sun enters the sign Taurus between April 20th and May 20th. If conception occurs while the sun is in the sign Libra between September 24th and October 22nd, the child is born when the sun enters the sign Gemini between May 21st and June 21st. If conception occurs while the sun is in the sign Scorpio between October 23rd and November 21st, the child is born when the sun enters the sign Cancer between June 22nd and July 22nd. If conception occurs while the sun is in the sign Sagittarius between November 22nd and December 20th, the child is born when the sun enters the sign Leo between July 23rd and August 23rd. If conception occurs while the sun is in the sign Capricorn between December 21st and January 18th, the child is born when the sun enters the sign Virgo between August 24th and September 23rd.
You guys can all trace back to when you were conceived. Yeah, you guys can always trace back to when you were conceived. That's basically what I'm saying here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And this is just the rough. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like I said, some people are in gestation longer than 273 days. Some people are shorter. It is what it is. Ayo, broski. Islam.
If conception occurs while the sun is in the sign Aquarius between January 19th and February 19th, the child is born when the sun enters the sign Libra between September 24th and October 22nd. If conception occurs while the sun is in the sign Pisces between February 20th and March 20th, the child is born when the sun enters the sign Scorpio between October 23rd and November 21st.
Yep, that's so roughly you Scorpio babies are a post-Valentine, either during or post-Valentine kind of baby, respectfully. Just saying respectfully. I know some people be like, but hold up, Valentine's Day says it's during Aquarius. I mean, that's what I mean by, the whole, giving that room for what they call implantation, right? Giving that room for that, along with, maybe having, longer gestational periods. Ayo, bro, Islam.
They post-Valentine honeymoon phase babies. There we go.
Islam.
All right. This concludes, in brief, the applied key of the 12 signs of the zodiac involving woman, child, and the number 9 months from conception to birth. This process of simple scientific universal facts has proven that every child is born while the sun is passing through one of the 12 signs of the zodiac, and that the sign under which children are born governs their lives from the cradle to the grave. That which cannot be proven by mathematics. Reasoning is definitely dangerous to human progress. During the 9 months.
Are you?
During the 9 months from conception to birth, the child in its creator's womb, namely mother, has passed through the 9 cosmic regions or signs of the earth in harmony with the sun, from which it molds its physical form, mind, memory, and characteristics, qualified for cultivation as it slowly grows up during life.
Look at that. Look at that. All right, bro. How are you?
If women on national scales possess the applied knowledge of the secrets of the number 9, they will be supremely qualified to educate their children to the practical side of life during its 9 months maturity from conception to birth. Then there would be no need for the institutions of religious mystery worship, idol, or image guide. Jailhouses, prisons, and insane institutions would not be needed, for there would be no racial hatred or crime. The secrets of the number 9 and the 12 signs of the zodiac involving woman and child from conception to birth is referred to in the book of John, Revelations, as the opening of the quote-unquote 7 seals, from which has marked the very end of Christian theology and the rise of woman with civilization, namely the Moorish or Asiatic women of the United States who have been labeled Negro, colored people by the sociologists of the Roman Cross Order.
So if you really see what CM Bay has wrote here, he's giving you guys what is usually held as like supreme, sublime, Masonic secrets and things of that nature, which again comes from us. Just because people take our ancient foremothers and forefathers' information and knowledge and mindset and pervert it, and then you have the very people who are to inherit this mindset try to pick sides, being things that are not a part of the human family. You know what I mean? And what are they, Brother Sean? What's not a part of the human family?
Negro backs, coloreds, African Americans, Ethiopians, all those things.
American Indians, Native Americans, all that stuff. All those misnomers and misqualifications that people thoroughly are tying themselves to because they're going through an identity crisis, because they are not in harmony with this which we're reading. And we'll probably, as we're saying this, sometimes you'll have people watch it just so they can type stuff in the chat like, oh, this is bullshit. And then I just delete their comment. However, at the end of the day, what I'm actually realizing is the things that we've been on for these past 9 years pertaining to, elementary school being RV Bay publications for me. That's where I always tell people to start. Then they can, at the same time and in a gradual fashion, make sure they're subscribed to 7 Hill Star, and just to exercise the jurisprudence that are mentioned at RV Bay publications. And you see us going in here on our lives. That's why we, suggest being a part of Lawful Living, simply to get the jurisprudence exercise for your mental elasticity, for your spiritual exercise, and comprehending what it is to move in a jurisprudence fashion. Period. That's it. That's all. Because we know we have a charge, and there may be people within that community at Lawful Living. They probably can't stand Moors. They don't think you should be a Moor because that sounds like you're being special or something or anything like that. Look, that has nothing to do. When people are not within your community, they can only really judge from the outside looking in based off of them not having actual experience. So I'm saying all of that to say is you guys got to really be this yourselves. Be confident in being yourselves, and removing from you mindsets that there have been, there's been a practice of you listening to people because they seemingly hold some type of position within the public trust. Okay, cool. If that's what they do, are we accepting their appointment as trustee? We're putting in these documents, right? That's what we're exercising at Lawful Living, right? So this is what we're doing, because we're, taking our place amongst the affairs of men, despite the fact that we're not fully embraced when we go to different places, yet we know how to dust our feet off when we move on into the next town. Why? Because we had the secrets of the number 9 and applied science pertaining to the zodiac, the 12 signs of the zodiac. Period. Said all of that to say that. Ayo, bro. Islam.
I am sorry to assert that the present grown-ups, and think about that, y'all, this is back in the 40s, especially 95% of both European and Asiatic Americans will not turn loose the white image, quote unquote, Christ doctrine in the church with its various denominations until the United States of America has undergone its bloodbath, which is now in the making, the most crucial bloodbath that the world has ever known.
Talking about World War II at that time. And he's also looking at it on a astrological basis too and seeing what's happening. He's reading at that time what it is. We'll go back and read too if we want it. Well, let's go back and look at 1947 while World War II was actually happening or whatever, which they call wartime. And let's see what we're really reading and see if we can see why things are happening that way. And you can. Talking about the bloodbath is happening.
In Virgo, then.
And the only reason that things have continued is because there are those same grown-ups dropping the ball and not making sure the truth is being told. And look at where we are 80-something years later. Mm-hmm. 2027 to be 80 years later. So 76 years later, look at us. Right? Look at us. We're sitting here trying our best not to yell at the screen because there are brothers telling you this with fezzes on and you disagree because we're not black enough for you. We can never be that. I don't have pale skin. I need pale skin to be black. And again, that's no offense. That's me being loving. Because I'm telling you the truth. Too many of y'all relying on, well, this is the slang wedge, and you know what I'm saying, man. Grow the fuck up, please. Like, come on, man. There's a time and a place for that. Not when it's government. Things like when you behind closed doors, you kicking it with your fam, cool, y'all can do that. Other than that, this how we present self. Period. Telling the truth, speaking connotatively. Speaking denotatively instead of connotatively. Let me make sure I correct that. Speaking denotatively instead of connotatively, which means we speak using what the words actually mean within the proper context. We're not using slang. Slang is connotation. Proper context is denotation. Ayo, bro, Islam.
Islam, yeah, that astrology is interesting during that time.
Mm-hmm.
Right, here we go. The doctrine of the white image was born in the United States of America, or colonial North America, through bloodshed, and will vanish after bloodshed, which cannot be described in words.
Look at that. So a lot of people, I think, are trying to avoid that, not deal with that. That's why people are trying to act like they're being peaceful and just comply with something. How many people you think if we're sharing this, which is so-called higher Masonic secrets, think of how many people know this.
Man.
And know that they are descendants of those that caused that bloodshed. Yeah, we're not for violence. However, we also know the astrology and we can see. And there's been times I've said things years ago and I'd be like, man, it's going to come a time when this is going to happen to these types of people. And then y'all see it within a year happen. Because we're not playing around. Again, I use the astrology as a tool to hone in on what I have being, and not only a born astrologer, however, also a psychic. I just don't, let me sell my psychic ability. I don't do that. Once I really seen how, and see how real it is, all I can do is just tell the truth. Anything else, I don't care to impress you. I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm not trying to be your buddy. All I can be is Brother Hassan, period. And if you're someone who mistreats your actual biological brothers, then how much respect can I actually expect from you? I yield, bro. Islam.
This destruction is necessary in order that the oncoming generation might escape mental bondage and death and dead idol or image worship, which is definitely contrary to truth, wisdom, and economic and social progress.
That. I yield, man.
The following is an interpretation of the sun and the 12 signs of the zodiac during the Earth's annual revolution of 360 degrees. You're advised to always read the interpretation of the sun in each sign of the zodiac during the 9 months maturity of your child and concentrate upon realities, equality, unity, economic and social progress, peace, and justice.
Man, he just mentioned basically you need to be looking at a progress chart of your baby. You need to be looking at secondary progressions and tertiary progressions. Period. You need to check their solar return with their lunar return. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, y'all. That's why I'm going to continue to be myself, man. I know I didn't waste my last 9 years, going on 10 years come the end of November, to meet Prophet Noble Drali in his literature by, you know what, instead of me having to be in someone's correctional facility to, oh, now I want to be down with the Moors, then I just got to be studying, you know what I mean, on my D-knock. No, man. I had sense well enough to know, okay, well, hey, this is my situation here. No one's on my back for, rent or bills and stuff like that. Cool. Let me do the right thing in life. And let me just, use my finances for what I have and just go in on my own studies and study myself. Period. All right, let me go and check my concepts. Let me go House of Reawakening Minds back in 2017, be around Brother Taj every other Friday, Saturday. You see what I'm saying? For 15 months straight. Cool. My concepts were great. All right, now let's move forward. Let's begin to take our place amongst the affairs of men. Let's begin talking to these people. You know what I mean? I don't care if they're attorneys, so-called judges, policy enforcers, so-called sheriffs, whomever. We need to have realistic conversations. And that's where we are. And we're going to have these conversations, period. Because at the end of the day, these are sentient beings that are taking a secondary to nature position. And within that, they're going to have to, and if they're ignoring their moral mind and ignoring equity that's naturally in context with life, then there's got to be a means to remove these people peaceably. And the best way to remove people from their office is to vote them out. So this is why even those people who are quote unquote registered voters, they're the ones who mainly need the proper comprehension pertaining to their position within whatever state they're in. Not all of us are in the state. I know I'm not. I'm not in the state. I'm not going to be a registered voter. I'm not going to have anyone's driver's license. I'm not going to have any type of anything. No birth certificate, no social security number. I am not a Title V United States Code governmental employee. I'm not the governmental organization, nor am I the governmental employee, nor am I the person, the individual, the firm, which are Seven Hill Star Astrology firm. Non-statutorily speaking, I don't have to let someone define me by their statutory objectives. That's called human trafficking and racketeering, when people want to force you into those types of jurisdictions, as they call them. A jurist, right law, diction, words to speak. What's the right law words to speak? Those that I'm speaking now, unapologetically, forever and ever. This lifetime, the next lifetime, lifetimes after that, probably a whole boatload of lifetimes before, honestly. At least another 6 before this one. Hey, yo, bro, Islam.
Excellent. Peace and justice. Then your child will be born well-educated, endowed with practical, down-to-earth morals and progressive wisdom, and will fear no evil.
Period.
And a lot of people think, well, I'm not that without astrology.
I'm not that without astrology. I don't need
Did
astrology.
You?
Okay.
You do your voice well. Did you really?
Really, really. Okay, okay. So, Brother Sean, we're going to end right here. You can read that last paragraph, which we'll open up with next Friday. And then we'll go into the interpretation of the sun and the 12 signs of the zodiac involving human characteristics and monthly activities next Friday, guys. All right, go ahead, bro. Read that last paragraph at the top, and I yield.
Indeed, guys, remember, he said from conception to birth. It's been trained that training starts, the first 7 years of life, but nobody really says, well, it has been said, but people don't grasp, hey, it's from conception to birth. That's when it really starts. Don't just wait till, they're manifested or so-called born in, those first 7 years. Those first 9 months or however long are the most important. But
because mother can teach. Then stop thinking your child is stupid and dumb and they're just growing inside of me. I'll consume the right stuff, study properly, study effectively. Seriously. Bring forth champions. I yield, bro. Islam.
The interpretation of the sun and the 12 signs will also help you well understand yourself and friends, according to the sign under which you and they were born. This scientific process of the universal law of nature definitely grants first-hand knowledge of cause and effect. Not hearsay beliefs, but first-hand knowledge.
Flat out. The scientific process of the universal law of nature definitely grants first-hand knowledge of cause and effect. That's why I said, man, just look to the astrology. But again, you want to listen to people out there that don't know what we know. However, we know they watching us and they want to make, classes and like clickbait videos and stuff like that. Or what's going to happen is people will eventually see, like, hold on, y'all. Everybody talking about Moors in this negative light, but these brothers that are actual Moors, Moorish Americans, whichever one you prefer, Al-Moroccans, right? We're descendants pertaining to Al-Moroccans made manifest here at the North Gate, right? But the first lesson is born in America. However, when you are initiating, you can think higher than born in America. You have been made manifest here at the North Gate, period. We can't just go and repeat that and try to sound like you all knowledgeable or something because we gave you access to Prophet Noble Drew University and you watched a few of our videos. We're actually living this. We actually go over this. We can give these presentations based off of our actual comprehension, not parroting and mimicking people. So we look forward to seeing you all next Friday when we go into the interpretation pertaining to the sun and the 12 signs of the zodiac involving human characteristics and monthly activities. Looky, plan out your life, Astro Cookie. All right? So with that being said, we're going to do our invocation now. Any questions, comments, and or suggestions going once?
See y'all tomorrow.
What? What's going on tomorrow?
See y'all tomorrow. And this actually leads perfectly into our Saturday conversation. Like, guys, like, do not deceive and talk yourself out of what it really is because it's not popular or cool, or since it's not toxic and, gets me riled up in all these ways that it's not important. And y'all will say and quote, millionaires don't use astrology, billionaires do, and all these other things, but can't really connect it and connect it. And it's like, guys, mothers, y'all should kind of know what son you want, or what child you want. So if you want a Pisces, right? Once you understand what Pisces are in the nature, and that is what's called in your spirit to bring forth, then you know when to conceive and it will be manifested at that time. And you teach, and then you get to know yourself with astrology, you know how to read it, and it says your friends and family. And I'm telling you, when Pluto, y'all just gonna see what astrology really is, and that the commercial downplayed way of what it truly is, like, and that it's always been around. It doesn't care about your beliefs. I think, what was I saying the other day? I was like, I think really astrology cares about your beliefs when it's gonna do what it do every day, every season. Who's stopping it? Tell me, who is stopping it? I know your beliefs ain't. I know nobody ain't beliefs ain't. You better, recognize and repent. You better recognize and repent your mind. Third eye closed, so you're really blind. All right, I yield, bro.
Islam, happy holy Venus degree, says Mother Sahar. Happy holy Venus
degree. Happy holy degree.
Indeed. Brother Derek Blashbay says happy holy Venus degree. Indeed, brother. Happy holy Venus degree. Brother Tyro Bay says peace and love, everyone, and happy holy day. Indeed, beloved brother Tyro. And Mother Sahar says, indeed. Jay, our beloved J. Alexander Dixon Bay says peace and love. Indeed, bro. Peace and love to you also. Mother Sahar says peace and love to all. Brother Derek Flash Bay says gratitude, love, and respect. Indeed, beloved brother Derek. All righty. So with that being said, guys, questions and comments and or suggestions going Twizzeyes. This is what I'll say, guys. You already know next day is our astrology concept correction discussion. Don't be shy, guys. If you want to be a part of TUPAC, yes, it's 250 units in lieu of lawful money via CashApp out of respect for what it is that we do and what we are going to give you once you actually, become a part of our community, our, the universally professional astrology community. Once you become a part of our community, guys, we'll make sure we give you access to Quick Thinking, Moon and Mercury astrology workshop. And then also that'll give you automatic access to whatever we do that's TUPAC. It'll be free for members or at a reduced eleemosynary tuition for TUPAC members. However, if you want to see what it's like, give it a test ride, see how it goes. If you are not a member and you don't have a student card from any other institution, and it's going to be 30 units to participate and at least a 10-unit donation extra to have access to the recording so you can download the recording to your computers. You need something that has a lot of storage space. Maybe you got an iPad that has a boatload of storage space, or a phone that has a load of storage space. Maybe you use an iExpand on your iPhone, or you have a SIM chip in your Samsung. However you do it, or whatever, it's so you can download. So you guys are respecting our energy by transacting your energy respectfully in the form of Cash App, Zelle, or Google Pay. Again, it's not about just give us the energy, then we'll do something. No, this is showing your token pertaining to respect for what it is that we do and already have done for you. We have been thinking, been considering, making sure we are in place to make law and enforce law, period. So we're making things for astrological reasons and purpose and purposefulness for ye own salvation. There's no other way of putting that. With that being said, come and check us out. If you do have a student card, it's 15 units plus 10 to have the video if you like. Just let me see your student card. It's not even hard. You guys are coming on Zoom. Show me your student card. You ain't got to be slick about it. But however, come prepared to learn. Come ready to see what it is that we do in these astrology discussions. They are not intimidating at all. We keep it as simple as someone asks, any random being can ask a question that's already not me or Brother Sean. And we'll go in on that because 9 times out of 10, our library has the information, if not 12 times out of 10, or we know how to go about researching the information. So not only do you get into seeing what we already have in our library, but you'll also get a glimpse of how we go about being epistemological, right? Epistemology is knowing how to know, or knowing why you know or how you know. So epistemologically, we're able to also give a presentation on how we go about getting the information to make the connections to be able to better guide ourselves astrologically. Man, know thyself and thy father God Allah. It's in the beginning of your Holy Quran. And that is the hermetically principled maxim, I would say, or precept. Man, know thyself and thy father God Allah. Man is mind. Mind, know yourself, and the process which Mother chose to call upon all balanced law pertaining to the zodiac. Islam, Questions, comments, and or suggestions going through the Can't wait to see you guys next day. Right? Shout out to everyone. And we know coming up Sunday, we're going in on chapter 17 for our most holy Quran, for our Holy Quran, pardon me, our AstroCivics Sunday Holy Quran devotional for chapter 17. Chapter 17 has 47 verses, or degree 17 has 47 minutes, right? And we'll be going in on that, where Brother Sean will, as usual, be doing the reading, and I'll be doing the ad-libbing, all right? So, guys, we're going to do our invocation now. You can repeat after Brother Sean, either aloud or in the heart. You hold up 5 on the left, 2 on the right, and we'll be holding it here as we stand on a 45-degree angle and face east, symbolically, in metaphysics, means to go within. With that, I yield the floor. Islam.
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 Allah, the Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth.
Truth.
Peace.
Peace.
Freedom.
Freedom.
And justice.
And justice.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector.
My guide.
My guide.
And my salvation.
And my salvation.
By night.
By night.
And by day.
And by day.
Through his holy prophet.
Through his holy prophet.
Noble Drew Ali.
Noble Drew Ali.
Ameen.
Indeed, indeed, guys. Thank you all. We go to rest and recharge. Rest and recharge. Well, we'll see you all next day, which is Saturday, right? Tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern, 11 Central. That is 9 Anti-Meridian Pacific. All righty. Look forward to seeing you guys there. And with that, I am Brother Sean on behalf of 7 Hill Star, Brother Terrell Tamari Bay, Brother Corey Bay, Brother R. Muwaba Bay, Brother Sean Ali Mel, and I, Brother Hassan Ghazio Bay. This is where we say we love you all. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, 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 y'all. Peace and love. Peace.